Hey everyone, this is a documentation of the things so far found in checkpoints, MKDD stuff, whatever. Anyway, on the left you can see the value going up, which is the checkpoints. So something you might want to know at first as to how this works. So right there you can see how my value was 8 before it jumped up. I need to reach around here where it goes to 9. And now I can actually finish the lap. As you can see, the value is going up. Yeah, so there we go. Now there's another way you can do this. And once again, this is basic checkpoint principle, whatever. But is interesting to know. So if I go over here, check the value. Right there, it turns to 15. So I can turn around, actually go backwards. I mean, it does say I'm going backwards. It stops here. And as you can see, my value, once again, of checkpoints is going up. So in this video, I'll be showing you what's interesting. For example, take a look here. Instantly to 22. And here you can see instantly going to 69. And here it goes to 56. With this, it doesn't matter if you go over this jump or if you were to go around. Both jump to 56. This also goes for the DKM and Yoshi I showed you. Here's an aerial view of Bowser's castle, with the checkpoints being displayed in brown stripes across the track. The red arrow shows where the shortcut will be, showing the cut checkpoints that don't seem to matter at all. So in MB there's some interesting stuff going on. So what you can actually do, and let me save right here. You can clip through this house. And as you can see, my value went up, but that isn't saying much. However, the lap counts. If I were to say like fall here, which is also in the lackey zone, the lap doesn't count. If I fall over here, I go out of bounds. You can also fall over here. You get placed a bit further back. But the lap still counts. So why is it that from value or checkpoint value 8 it works? Or, well, close to at least. So even though my value is 8 right here, if I were to fall down here, the lap doesn't count. So it's pretty specific. It seems to be around this region to around the Toad House. And a little bit here. So of course a good question is, why does this work? Well, to be honest, I have no clue. There seems to be a lackey zone connected from the bridge to over here. For some reason, even though the tunnel's over there, you can still hit this lackey zone and it will count the lap. So you might be wondering, well, what if lackey 2 just resets the counter? Well, what if you were to jump all the way up here? Checkpoints get set to the right value. It's going up, so that's good. However, the lap doesn't count. Also, I forgot to say this, but ignore the lower value for now. It's only important when we get to Bowser Castle. So Waluigi Stadium skip only works if you're on checkpoint 18 when you get the skip. As you can see, the value goes up. And the lap counts. If you were to do this from an earlier checkpoint value, it will look something like this. The value will remain the same and you will not be able to finish the lap. You can actually drive backwards to the checkpoint you've been to, then drive forwards and have the lap count. Another thing that is important to note is that you can't really cut off checkpoints. As you can see, my value remains here on 70. I've done the most research for now on Bowser's Castle. An interesting thing to note here is that the value is actually at 0.99, which means that the lap progression I'm in currently is lap 0, but I'm 99% done. As soon as I cross this finish line, checkpoints value will be updated to 1, and the counter will start anew. However, interesting thing to note is that once I drive backwards, that counter doesn't really like it, so it freaks out. A way to do Bowser Castle fast is to go up here, hit the checkpoint that's located from around here to there. So all you need to do is touch this, clip through. Notice that the value is now up to 97 and the lap counts. And once more. A more interesting thing, however, is that you can go backwards before you enter the lap. Hit the checkpoint, turning the value to 0.47. Jump back. Go over the finish line. Hit the checkpoint. And now you'll see something interesting. Once I land, I finish another lap. To be honest, I don't know why this happens. I have a theory that the game thinks you're in a lap behind, even though the actual counter is 1 lap ahead of it. So it might try to like make up for it. Here's a screenshot of some checkpoints and lines. So you guys might be able to figure it out from there. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have for now. So feel free to leave a comment or message me. I hope we can figure this shit out.